We are back, everyone. Hello and welcome in. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Re-Age to Super Mega Baseball League. Back with Game 2 of the doubleheader here between the Buzzards and the Overdogs. Big win in Game 1 of this doubleheader as we dropped 3-0 before battling back and ended up winning 7-5. Huge offensive outpour for us. A lot of players producing where we haven't seen them do much this year. Hoping we can build off of that. Unfortunately, it's going to have to happen against Manny Kays, who is lights out right now. And actually, let's check and see, is he in the top 10? He is number 10 in the leaderboard here. So he has been having an incredible season. He's hoping it can continue, and I'm hoping it does not. We're going to definitely need to rely on the workhorse trait from Malcolm DeJesus as Jordan Resplendent was pulled in the second inning. We saw Brick Towers go quite a ways in that last game, getting pulled in the sixth for Zane Mills, but our bullpen a little bit tired. Would be nice to give them some space to breathe. Let's see, what are we going to do here? I think the only thing I want to change is the 0 for 3 day we saw from Pepe Vinicio. Let's bring in Ella Royds to replace her. Or to replace him, excuse me. Let's put her in the bottom of the order here. And then I think I'm going to bump Merle into the number 2 spot again. Let's try that one again. I don't want to change too much. Carlos Bauer seemed to find his place in the 4 spot there. We'll keep him behind the plate. And then we have the rest of this offense where it is right now. So let's see how that pays off. Game 2 of the doubleheader back at Shaka Sports Turf. And we'll see if our offense can stay hot against Manny Kays. Let's see if Malcolm DeJesus can stay hot after the complete game he threw in his second outing. His rookie year. We've seen a terrible outing. We've seen a great one. Let's see what we can expect from him going forward. Hopefully we can see him lock in here. ERA at 4.82, and really it's skewed from that first game where he got injured against the wide loads. Blade Cook will lead things off here. Neutral Mojo batting 381 with 3 RBIs. He'll take a first pitch strike at the top of the zone, so DeJesus challenging him right away. That's going to be low for a ball. 1-1 count, and swung through strike 2 on the cut fastball. This is a high pitch, but too high as it pops up into right field. Calling it is Jose Tremendo out number 1. Kesha Emmon with a huge 2-run homer. She leads the league with 10 RBIs right now, batting 429. She's locked in. Has Tier 3 RBI hero, but we haven't seen it activated in this series yet. She falls behind 0-2. And right down the middle is DeJesus, but ends up going right to Geronimo James. We got very lucky there. And that's out number 2. A lot of RBI heroes in this lineup. Willard Wiggins batting 200. And he hits one hard to deep center field. That's going to have Geronimo James retreating, but he catches that. And a quick 1-2-3 inning for DeJesus in the top of the first. Now we'll see if our offense can figure out Manny Kays, one of the best starters in the league. Manny Kays with a 1.74 ERA. First pitch swinging, fouls that one off. He has a Tier 2 Elite 2-seam fastball, which I believe he just threw there, yeah. 0-2 count, and fouling and staying alive is James. He had a big day of it. 3 hits, I think. 2 hits. And he'll get a hit here as he grounds one into right field past the diving first baseman, and leadoff man aboard for the Buzzards. So the offense keeping some of that momentum from the last game. We'll see if Merle Ryan can do the same thing. Average up to 350. No home runs, 2 RBIs. It's a ball inside, just misses the end part of the plate. And the curveball will drop in for strike 1. Infield a double play depth, pulling one foul, and he's down 1-2. Merle will hit one hard to deep right field, but it's going to be playable and caught by Duke Lang. That's out number 1. Good contact there from Merle, but he wasn't able to drive it, and that's why it hung up for Duke. So we'll have Sturdy Woodman coming up, batting 500 now on the season. Halfway through, and he's still batting 500. It's pretty impressive. He takes the ball high. He's locked in. Strike catches the corner on the change. 1-1 count. Ball way outside. 2-1 for Woodman. And curveball looked tempting. He pulls it foul, and it's 2-2. Woodman will just make contact there. Grounds up the middle. Safe at second, and that's going to make a mistake for Manny Kays. He tried to get the lead man heading to second base, but it was a slow dribbler in front of the mound. He's not able to get it out at all. And now Carlos Bauer comes up. He takes a first pitch strike. He's 3 for 9 on the year. Had a huge day last time. He's locked in. This is his moment as he gets one through the right side. Coming around third and will hold is Geronimo James, as Duke Lang has one of the best arms in the league in right field. He is going to hold the runner at third, and now bases are loaded with 1 out for Snag Roper. And man, if there's a moment for him to break through and find his way, he had a huge double in the last game. He swings through strike 1 there. 1-1 count. We really need to capitalize against Manny Kays right here. Strike catches the corner. It's 2-2. Come on, Snag. And that one's going to be a liner right to Lloyd Cook. All runners read it properly and retreat. A line out for a tough out number 2, and bases are still loaded now for Hito Munchada. He had his first home run of the year in the last game, a 2-run shot. He'd look for a pitch at the top of the zone. He sees it, but it's a 2-seam, and it tails away from him. Ball high. Good take from Munchada. Curveball is tempting, and he pops a foul. 1-2 count for Hito, and he dribbles one right back to Manny Kays. This time he takes the safe out at first, and we strand the bases loaded with 1 out. Man, if there was a moment for us to break out against Manny Kays, get him out of this game early, it was right there, and we couldn't capitalize. That's a tough one. Duke Lang will come up. He's locked in. Scariest hitter on this team by far, and it's ripped down the first base line, but foul. De Jesus gets him chasing high. 0-2 count, and Lang will ground slowly to short. Snag with a quick scoop and toss to first, out number 1. And that'll immediately get De Jesus to locked in mojo. Now against Boozle Doozy who led off the last game but went 0 for 3. Now he's still tense. Ball high. Ball high. A couple of 2-seam fastballs there that haven't been able to catch the plate. He gets the strike there. Gets him fouling one off, and it's a 2-2 count. Doozleshine will hit one hard right field, but foul. Still 2-2. And this one right over the glove of Hito Munchada. I really thought he had a chance to catch that one, but it's into left field. And a 1-out single for Doozleshine. Bring it to Cat Stanza. Boozle, I don't think he's too fast, is he? A little bit above average? Yeah, a little bit above average. Still tense. Cat Stanza is tense as well. So ground ball could get the double play. And De Jesus does lose his mojo back to neutral with that base hit. Pulls one foul there. 1-2 count. Stanza will take a ball outside. De Jesus gets a ground ball. He makes a silly play. And Snag Roper still makes the tag. He turned around, and awkward is the pitcher doesn't often throw to second base, but he had to be quick about it. And he throws it in the dirt, but Snag Roper corrals the ball and quickly snaps the tag as Doozy Shine was sliding into second. He gets tagged out. And 2 outs with a runner on first as they trade places, and Tara Lee Nair. Didn't see her in the last game. She comes up, tough out on a 2-2. She fouls one off. Batting 125 in the year, no home runs, no RBIs. She whiffs through the curveball for strike 3. And De Jesus gives up a couple of, well, he gives up a hit and a fielder's choice, but it strands a runner on first. And it's 0-0 heading into the bottom of the second. Jose Tremendo comes up batting 235 and has a tough task against him against Kays here. And he'll loop one into center field just over the diving glove of Lloyd Cook, and the leadoff man aboard for the second time in 2 innings for the Buzzards. Kitty Kaufman's turn. She was hitless in the last game. Love to see her turn things around with that bad ball hitter trait. Average speed on first. First pitch strike taken low. Ball outside on that 2-seam fastball. Runner takes off and a hit and run. Kaufman can't make contact and hung out to dry as Jose Tremendo. You rely on your high contact hitter there in a hit and run situation. I don't know if it's one we needed to try and manufacture a run. And a pop-up to left field will be easily caught by Patience Evergreen. And just like that, 2 outs after a leadoff single. Ella Royds comes up. She had a day off. Coming in to replace Pepe Vinicio, who did not have a good day. And Ella sends one to deep left field. That's over the head of Patience Evergreen. She's heading to second base. Patience with a weak arm. And that's going to be a 2-out double from Ella Royds. And she comes up huge for us here. She's in scoring position for Geronimo James, who has a single already today. Batting average sitting at .478. And first pitch swinging. He grounds to third. Doozy Shine will get that one to end the inning. So a bit of a frustrating second, especially after Manny Case struggled in that first inning. And now Gordon Fruitwell will come up for the Overdogs, batting .556 on the year. Very impressive, but I think limited time. And he hits one into left field. Coming in on it is Merle Ryan. He can't get to it in time. And it's going to one-hop him. Leadoff single for Fruitwell, and Patience Evergreen will come up with Tier 2 first pitch prayer. And DeJesus, who was locked in again, drops to neutral. Hit and run, but pulled foul. Great speed at first. Ball inside. Great arm behind the plate, especially with the locked-in Bauer. And a shattered bat goes to Woodman. Woodman to Roper. Roper to Kaufman, not in time. So a really unorthodox attempt at a triple play, or at a double play, excuse me. It goes 3-6 to 4, but just reaching first base safely is Evergreen, and they trade places. So the double play is still in effect with 1 out for Lloyd Cook, who had a base hit. No, he was out. He got out in the first inning. Pulls one foul, and Woodman is on it. He dives for that one, even though he wasn't even close. And a strikeout for Lloyd Cook. So he goes down swinging, and 2 outs for Kesha Emin, who's locked in still, going 0 for 1 today so far. And locked in again is Malcolm DeJesus. Whiffs on the curveball, strike 1. Whiffs on the changeup, strike 2. 40th pitch on the way for DeJesus is a grounder up the middle. Kaufman will backhand toss the first. And out number 3. So he's been pretty effective here so far. DeJesus keeps them scoreless through 3. And we go to the bottom of the third. Merle Ryan will lead things off. It'll go 2-3-4 for the Buzzards offense. We were able to get something going against the very impressive Manny Kays, but he's settled in a bit. We can't let him get too comfortable. But unfortunately, Ryan will swing at the first pitch and pop up to the pitcher. Kays catches that, out number 1. Woodman locked in, 0 for 1 today. Can't remember how he got out. Unless it was, it was the swinging bunt. And he reached base safely. As Manny Case tried to get it over to second base. Kesha Emin will come up and throw to first, out number 2. Now making good contact in this today is Sturdy Woodman. We'll see if Carlos Bauer can get something going. He is 1 for 1 with a single. Still locked in. Case will fall behind 2-0, 2 outs. Takes a strike at the bottom of the zone, 2-1. Bauer takes another ball. Good spot for him. And he'll take a strike, full count, 2 outs. And he hits one hard, right field, carrying. And up against the warning track there is Duke Lang, will haul it in. That'll end the inning. So 1-2-3 spot for Manny Kays. He does seem to be settled in after a very rocky first inning. And it's scoreless into the top of the 4th. Willard Wiggins comes up 0 for 1. DeJesus is locked in. Just over 40 pitches here. And stamina is sitting still above the halfway mark. Willard strikes out. Ball hits the dirt. Carlos Bauer tosses to first, and that's out number 1. Duke Lang struck out in his last at-bat against... No, he flew out to right, I believe. Had a couple of wild swings in that last at-bat, though. He gets ahead in the count 2-0 here. And a hard hit ball to center field, playable, and will be tracked down by Geronimo James. Out number 2. Boozle had a base hit in the last at-bat. 1 for 1 today, still tense. 2 outs. And first pitch is going to be push foul. That cut fastball. And that was a changeup, I believe. 0-2 and a dribbler to first. Sturdy Woodman will scoop and step on first to end the inning. 1-2-3 in the fourth at the Overdogs. And we have seen exactly what we hoped for from Malcolm DeJesus through 4 innings. Unfortunately, Manny Kays is matching him essentially pitch for pitch. As we head to the bottom of the fourth, Snag Roper will get the first chance at trying to break through against Kays. Ball low, 1-1 count. Snag will pull one foul. 1-2 count, and he is going to pop one up. Easily playable behind third base as Boozle calling it and catching it. First out, and Hito Munchada comes up. Both Snag and Hito had an opportunity with bases loaded in the bottom of the first, but could not come through for the Buzzards. And Hito gets a high pitch and pulls it into left field. A 1-out single. Put a runner aboard, and Manny Kays goes back to neutral mojo. That's the only thing we can hope for, is that he doesn't get on a roll too much. Jose Tremendo had a single in his last at-bat and then got caught stealing second, excuse me. He takes a strike there and field a double play depth, and this is the duo to do it against, as they're not too quick. 1-1 count. Jose right to Kasha Emin. Liner for out number 2. Now Kitty Kaufman will come up 0-for-1 and average dropping to 176. She has been awful for us. Really frustrating to watch. First pitch ball inside. Kays over at 55 pitches. Is pop foul. 1-1 count with 2 outs and a runner on first. Kaufman trying to break through here, trying to do something to get some momentum going in her favor. And she pulls one foul. Good contact there. 1-2 count once again. And a ground ball to Lloyd Cook. Again, good contact from Kaufman, but she can't seem to find any green grass, and that's another clean inning for Manny Kays, but he is approaching the 60-pitch mark. He may not have much left in the tank, and right now, 1 run may do it, as it's scoreless heading into the top of the 5th. DeJesus will face off against Kat Stanza, who's still tense. She whiffs through a strike there on the change. Strike taken high on that 2-seam fastball, and a dribbler foul. 1-2 count. DeJesus working quickly. He gets a ground ball right back at him. This time a much easier throw to first base. He takes his time, and he gets the first out of the inning. Tara Leonaire 0-for-1. Max pressure situation here. And with that locked-in mojo, DeJesus looking really good right now. We'll see how long he can go. And a ground ball. Oh, he gets hit in the mojo. Coming out is Carlos Bauer. He's quick enough to get the out still. And DeJesus, for the second time this season, and 3 starts, he's gotten hit. This time it hit him right in the balls. We'll see how much that drops his mojo. He's back to neutral. It's the luckiest we could have gotten. Lofted into center field and playable is Geronimo James. And holy shit, did we get lucky. He gets hit in the balls. And Carlos Bauer still makes the play at first. He was already locked in, so with that hit, he drops to neutral mojo, so he's able to get right back up. And the next pitch, he gets a fly out to end the inning. That was a gracious call there. 0-2 count for Ella. She had a double last time, and she strikes out this time against Manny Kays, not making the same mistake twice. And that's what happens when you're going up against a veteran. Geronimo 1-for-2. He gets pulled for Evan Chukov. What are we thinking here? We go from one of our hottest hitters to one of our weakest. I'm very upset. And that was a very brutal strike. 65th pitch is a ball high. 1-2 count to Chukov. And he pulls one foul. If he gets on base, I'm fine with it. But still, what are we doing sacrificing the hitting, contact, and the speed of Geronimo James, our best center fielder, by the way, too, so that Chukov can come up, who's a much worse hitter and has not done anything this year. And he lost to center field for out number 1. Manny Kays goes to Tucker Turlington, so not any easier here. But Turlington has shown some weaknesses. In Tier 3 clutch in a max pressure situation, Merle Ryan has his work cut out for him. 1-1 count. Pop foul there. Turlington with a nasty pitch there as he gets a strikeout. I forgot Geronimo James in that pinch hit right there was out number 2. Oh, I hope Ricky Kwan comes into center field. Nope, they're going to move. Oh, my God. They're going to move Jose Tremendo to center, and they're going to keep Evan Chukov in and put him in right. Incredibly slow right fielder right now. Diving play from Snag Roper. He gets up, tosses the first. Out number 1. Huge out there.
Number 1, Lloyd Cook.
Lloyd Cook comes up. He's 0 for 2. Still max pressure here. DeJesus will still stay neutral as he's just over 60 pitches. First pitch, high pitch, and it's fouled back. Top of the 6th here. That does not catch the top of the zone. That's a bullshit call. That one goes foul, and it's 1-2 anyways. And there's strike 3 called on the edge of the plate, and Lloyd Cook doesn't like it, but that's going to send him back to the dugout. We have 2 outs in the top of the 6th with Kasha Emmon coming up. She's still locked in, 0 for 2. Malcolm still in neutral mojo. And a diving play from Sturdy Woodman. He's not able to get to it. Jesus Christ, I'm so pissed off right now. Evan Chukov whiffs on that one. He's too slow to get to it. And Kasha Emmon with a huge triple here in the top of the 6th. I have seen some of the worst AI decisions in this series in the 2nd season. Incredible speed over there at third base. RBI hero now activated at tier 3 for Willard Wiggins. Overcomes that tense mojo. He fouls one back. He's down 0-2. Come on, Malcolm. 69th pitch. Strike 3. And we get out of it. Holy shit. Bottom of the 6th. And we got this close. And you can't see my fingers, but they're very close together. We got this close to fucking that up. And luckily, Malcolm bailed us out. Now, Sturdy Woodman can bail us out with a big home run here against Turlington. High pressure now, so the clutch trait does not hit as hard. And late pushing that one foul, and he falls behind 0-2. Woodman has not made good contact here. He grounded a pitcher, grounded a short. Evens the count 2-2. And he hits one hard but high. He gets underneath it, easily playable. Fruit wall in center field catches that for out number 1. So we go to Carlos Bauer, 1 for 2. Be a time for his first home run as he's still locked in. Max pressure again. Clutch trait really kicking in. Late on fastball, 97. Ball in the dirt on the fork, 1-1. Ball inside on the curve. 2-1 count here to Bauer. And he swings at a pitch outside, and it goes straight to Cat, stands out number 2. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th for Snag Roper, who's 0 for 2. Looking for his first home run of the year in Game 9. Still in max pressure situation. He made a nice diving play in the top of the inning. This one just into the glove of Kasha Emmon. She leaps and catches that. We head to the extra innings here. Top of 7. Malcolm DeJesus still cruising. He needs to get some mojo, and Duke Lang, and he needs to get Duke out here. This is really scary. 70th pitch on the way is way outside. He is starting to get tired here. And a base hit up the middle will put the potential winning run at first base. A ground ball double play would be wonderful here. 1 for 2 with a single is Boozle. Doozy Shine. Max pressure here. And Malcolm, with 71 pitches, is just over 1/4 stamina left. Pulled foul there. It's a 1-1 count. Good speed over at first. Infield a double play depth. Swinging through strike 2. Boozle falls behind 1-2, and he pulls one down the left field line. That should be enough to score the run. Coming over and trying to get to it quickly is Merle Ryan. Runner heading around third and being sent home. Hito Mushada won't get the play in time, and that's going to get the first run of the game. If we lose this game, I'm going to be so mad. Malcolm has pitched incredibly well. He gets a grounder up the middle. He gets it over to first base. Runner stays at second. Boozle with that RBI double right now. And a chance for them to add more. The Overdogs up 1-0. And we decide to pull Malcolm DeJesus for Grecian left in. Again, I don't like when we bring in Grecian. He's been getting the raw end of the deal. He just gets brought into the worst times. 1-1 count to Tara Leonaire. She hits one hard, deep center field. Tagging at second is Doozleshine. And Jose Tremendo with cannon arm. It does not activate, but the runner holds. And it's still a credible throw from Jose from center field. 2 outs for Gordon Fruitwell. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Still in max pressure. Tense at second base is Doozy Shine. So he still didn't get his mojo back after that double. Pop foul there. It's a 1-1 count to Fruitwell. His average at 545. He swings through strike 2. Lupton will not get him to chase the curveball outside. 2-2. And Fruitwell will ground to third. Hito Munchada gets the play over to first, and that's going to end the inning. But man, run comes across. Malcolm DeJesus goes into the 7th inning, and he allows a double. Was it a double and a double? No, yeah, I think it was a double twice. Maggie Reggs comes in to replace Cat Stanza. Tucker Turlington looking to get the win here if he can avoid allowing a run to score. First pitch swinging is Hito Munchada, and he pops a foul. Be a nice time for your second home run of your career, or of your time with us here as he swings through strike 2. Hito gets a pop foul. About at the top of the zone here. Ball inside. Slider holds. 1-2. Swings through strike 3. Tucker gets a strikeout, and Hito got the pitch he was looking for. He just could not catch up to it. Oh, man. 1 out, and Jose Tremendo comes up. We're still in max pressure. 20th pitch on the way from Turlington. He is getting tired, but that clutch trait helping him out so much. Forks drops in the zone 1-1. The slider catches the corner, strike 2. And a ground ball up the middle, and that's going to put Jose Tremendo on. The tying run at first, the potential winning run at home right now in the form of Kitty Kaufman. Ah, shit. With 1 out, Jose Tremendo at first base. Kitty already let us down multiple times this season. She pulls 1 foul. She just needs to find some green grass. First pitch strike. First pitch. This one fouled. Oh, and a diving play from Doozelshine. He's not able to make the play. Doozy Shine, weak defender, known more for his offense than anything else. And we have 2 on. The winning run at first. Ella Royds comes up. 1 out. She already hit a double today against Manny Kays. She could do it against Tucker Turlington, who is gassed at this point. Getting bailed out by his clutch trait in a max pressure situation. She pops it up. Ah, shit. It's going to be easy play for Maggie Rags. Runners have to hold. That's out number 2. And now what would have been Geronimo James coming up in this situation instead is Evan Chukov, who's 0 for 1 already. He stays in. First pitch Slayer, just do it right here, man. And he does! Kitty Kaufman around in second. She's heading to third. She's going to get sent. And the winning run goes across. What the hell? I can't. I just can't. I can't with this game. What the fuck? Buzzards win. A walk-off win from Evan Chukov. He slayed the first pitch he saw. He sends it to left center field. He gets a double out of it, a 2-run double to win the game. And I don't know what to say at this point. I don't get it. We walk off in extras. 2-1 victory. 2 runs on 8 hits for the Buzzards. 1 run on 5 hits for the Overdogs. What a silly game this is. Baseball is wild, isn't it? Tense Doozy Shine, excuse me, you know how I am with that name. He goes 2 for 3 today, remains tense the whole time. The only run scored came from his hit. Duke Lang comes up big with a base hit and a run scored. And then Kesha with that triple, Gordon Fruitwell with the base hit. That's all that was able to muster up offensively for the Overdogs. For the Buzzards, base hits from Geronimo James, who went 1 for 2, then got pulled for Evan Chukov, who I believe struck out, and then he hits the game-winning RBI double, 2-run double. So stupid. Merle Ryan hitless, Sturdy Woodman hitless, Stag Roper hitless. We got a base hit from Bauer, 1 from Moonshada, 2 from Jose Tremendo. He scores the tying run. Kitty Kaufman with a base hit. She scores the winning run. And Ella Royds with a big double. She got stranded, but that was a big hit for her. And that's our offense. Pitching-wise, this was an incredible dream matchup. One that you want to see. as Manny Case goes 4 2/3, giving up 5 hits, striking out 1. He got into trouble in the first inning, but once he got out of it, everything settled in for him, and he was perfectly fine. Turlington pitched really well, too, and honestly should have been pulled there at the end of that inning. He gets the loss. 2 innings for him, giving up 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 strikeouts. On the other side, DeJesus goes all the way into the 7th inning. He doesn't get a complete game here because we went into extras, and he doesn't get the shutout because he allowed 1 run. So frustrating. 6 1/3, giving up 5 hits, 1 earned run, and 5 strikeouts. His ERA continues to drop. It's down to 3.45 now. Grecian Lupton gets 2 outs, very tough outs to add to that. He gets the win in 2/3 of an inning, not allowing any runners to reach base. His ERA drops to 3.86. Fine with that. Malcolm gets the number 1 spot. Manny K is number 2. Evan Chukoff, number 3. And we tie for the division lead now. I think they'll still be ahead of us just from run differential alone. Loyalty boost here. Normally, I would say, yeah, sure, Evan, you can have it. But after that walk-off win, but Malcolm kept us in this game, and he's going to be as expensive as hell, so we're going to get him up as much as we can. 98 loyalty for him, and that's it. Okay, I'll take it. Fine with me. And that is the way that those manager moments should be. All right, quick sim to the next game. And yeah, we are tied record-wise, but the tiebreaker is the run differential, and with the Overdogs with a plus 15, they're way ahead of us still, and so that means we have to beat them via record, and we just jumped ourselves into the playoff hunt with that win as we are now in the number 2 spot, or the number 4 seed as the wild card, just ahead of the Grapplers. So we're still not safe. We still got a lot of work to do. But honestly, I felt really, really awful coming into this match or into this series against the Overdogs, and then it just kicked in for them. So I'm so happy we swept the Overdogs. Big win for us. Lou DeBaziz gets a little bit of junk, plus 8 actually. He goes up to a C-. He's still not something I can bring in for the playoff race here. Development for Quan, probably going to pass. Gasser Morris gets another pitch. He now has a forkball. That's incredible. And Jose Tremendo gets the secondary position improves. I believe he went from outfield to first and outfield. So I don't think that really helps us much, unfortunately. Pepe, not going to give him that development. And then Jose with a chance to gain Mind Gamer, which would be a tier 3 trait. Yes, please. Let's do that right now. No. And yeah, the only one we're doing here is Jose. Would be incredible to give him, and I love that we're getting more power and contact to just keep developing this man. All right, let's do it right now. I'm excited. +2. Chance for 10 more, or 2 more. We won't get it. I'd love the contact, though. That's more important, and we won't get that either. All right, let's just take Mind Gamer and get out of here. We won't get it. Damn. Tough rolls for us. He gets +2 and +2. He continues to get better. Offensively, he's starting to show up more. He's getting a little bit quicker. That defense is what we brought him in for. I'm really frustrated we didn't get any of those extra bonus rolls, though. It is what it is. That's the second time he's gotten a crafty opportunity for a crafty trait. The first one was bad ball hitter, which would have been godlike right at the beginning of this season, and then Mind Gamer would have been huge too, but unfortunately, no luck for us. With that, I think we are just ready to head to the next game, which is a 2-6 B-Wolves team sending out Joffrey Rockman, who is almost exactly the same as Fabio Fabulo. I guess really quick, I wanted to peek over at the Overdogs to see what some of the ages of those players are, like Manny Kays and Vuzel Doozy Shine. So Tough had regressed quite a bit. Lloyd Cook is 23, so he's going to keep developing and getting better. Patience Evergreen is actually young in this series. We already know about Duke Lang. Man, now I regret not getting him. He's crazy good. Manny Kays is 22, which is awesome. And then we have let's see, 24-year-old Tucker Turlington, which is wonderful. He gets to have a full career. And then Binky Stevens. But wait, he's 24. He already regressed to lose the Elite Fork. That's so crazy. Huh. Anyways, next time out, we are going to see the Beewolves. Let's take a look at the schedule. We have a couple of games against the other division, the Beewolves, the Heaters, the Platypi. And then we end with all four of our divisional opponents one more time. Oh boy, it's going to be tough for sure. Tough road ahead, but we are in a good spot. So I think we're going to keep watching these games. We're going to keep playing through this season. We are in compete mode right now. You know how things can change on a dime. So we could either go on a hot streak or we could go completely cold. I'm really worried because I feel like either could happen with this team. But we have talent. We have the talent, and we haven't even seen them fully show it. Look at Snag Roper batting 136. Hito Machado with only one home run. There's a lot of opportunity with this team, so I'm hoping we can. We have a lot of power, and we haven't been able to show it. Sturdy Woodman with 2 home runs. We've gotten home runs from Geronimo James and Pepe Vinicio, which seems silly, but only 5 home runs as a team is embarrassing. Yeah, there's an opportunity for us, but it could easily go the other way too. So, all right, that's all for me for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series. Would love to hear your feedback on this or the favorite series. Let me know what you think of these teams. Think of this series, how far you want this to run. I kind of want to run this for a little while and see how the Buzzards do, how some of these young players develop, especially ones that not really have or had the opportunity to do so. Would love to see Malcolm DeJesus turn into an S tier player. Would love to see Gasser Morris turn into an S tier player. Same thing with Brick Towers. What happens with Carlos Bauer, Jose Tremendo? Like, there's some really fun players here that could develop really well, but we also need to see some players turn things around and get back on track, like Snag Roper and even Hito Moonshada. So that's where we're at. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.